Alright, yesterday I decided to watch 2018 movie named The Guilty. It is a Danish crime drama and thriller movie that basically follows a demoted police officer who was on dispatch duty. Um, he gets a call from a kidnapped woman and is under immense pressure to swiftly rescue the woman as he races against time. I decided to watch it because I was just looking through my watch list, and I can say that I was not disappointed. They drop a little bit of the main character's backstory here and there, which is not entirely necessary to the plot, and I'll admit there are some gaps that could have been filled in the movie, but I think this is like a simple self-contained movie that takes place in only one setting that does not require a whole lot of world building or exposition. Basically, the main character Asger has a hearing for some incident that the viewers are not aware of until the end of the movie. And the day before the hearing, he gets a call from a woman named Iben, and Aster notices that she is pretending to talk to a child. So he plays along, and she reveals that she has been abducted and is in a white van. And Aster calls another station nearby where Iben called from to look for a white van heading north, but they find nothing. And meanwhile, Aster finds her telephone number and calls it to which Eben's 6-year-old daughter, Mathilda, picks up. And basically, Mathilda's father and Eben's ex-husband, Michael, came to their house, went into the room of their baby brother, Oliver, and was screaming at the mother before he dragged her out of the house and left. And Aster gets the father's phone number, learns that he has a criminal record, and sends some agents back to Eben's house to watch over Mathilda and Oliver. And a little while passes throughout the movie, and during all this, the main actor, Jacob Sedergren, just with his face, shows just how dire the situation is, which is something done really well. Almost like Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer, who can act out with just his face. So Aster speaks to Eben, who says she does not want to be locked up, and he also speaks to the police at her house with Mathilda, and they find baby Oliver dead. We learn that the van is heading to a city named Elsinore, and Aster speaks to Iben again when she says Oliver is fine now and no longer crying. And just like the viewers are as well, Aster questions her on what this means, and this is when we learn that she spent time in a psychiatric hospital and thought that there were snakes in Oliver's stomach, and she cut them out and off them because she thought she was helping him. And Michael was someone with a past criminal record, but still cared for Eben and wanted to take her back to the hospital once he found out what she did when he went into Oliver's room earlier on in the story. So Eben is able to escape by hitting Michael with a brick, and once she realizes that she did off Oliver, she almost commits self-death, but is talked out of it and is handed to the police of the other station from earlier in the story. And as for Aster, we learned that the hearing is about him killing a 19-year-old, which he admits was not in self-defense. And he uses this information to talk Eben out of jumping off because he, at least contrasts the fact that he knew what he was doing while Eben did not. So she does not deserve off herself like that. Now, like I said earlier, there are some stuff that they could have filled in and expanded upon. And I did feel as though the movie ended a little bit abruptly, kind of ended right after Eben got talked off of jumping off. And for example, one question that I had was what was going to happen to Michael, because he had got hit with a brick by Eben, and he said that he was just going to start driving off back home. But Mathilda doesn't know what really happened, and she still hates him, and the police officers are still there at their house. So what's going to happen to Michael now? Or what now happens to Aster concerning the trial that he has? I mean, it seems very likely that he's going to come clean about the shooting, but it's not all there. And in another time, we could have gotten another hour with a courtroom scene, as well as an aftermath to the Eben Michael family. But yeah, that's basically the summary of the story. I left out some parts to shorten the length, but feel free to leave a comment down below if you have watched it and what you thought about it. Also, if you enjoy Top Boy or Black Mirror, subscribe because I might be reviewing that too. That's about it. God bless.